What's up, Rick? Oh, man, get a haircut.
No, you gotta come see me.
Dude, if I had 6 hours to go get a haircut, it would be perfect. I would definitely come visit.
It's an hour away.
What are you talking about, an hour away? If I could
away.
get there in an hour, I'd be in a jet.
Oh, you got that car all souped up now.
I'm not quite there yet.
Oh, Tina's wrapping our presents.
I'll tell you what, I'll come to you.
All right, that's a deal. No,
do that.
I promise, though, I am going to get up there. I am going to get up there. I need to go do this.
We have to get together.
Awesome. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Thumbs up, thumbs down? I know we got a lot of hard workers going on. Love it. Everyone's feeling fired up for December.
Yep.
Soroy's leading the charge. You don't have a choice, girlie. It's like make it or break it, right? So,
yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go
yeah.
ahead.
That's it. That's all I got now. So if I'm not gonna do it now, I'm never gonna do it. So that's where I'm at. I'm 150%. Every minute of the day, every chance I get to do something. I loved your not to do list. So I made my not to-do list. Yes. So instead of making a to-do list, or not instead, but in addition to making a to-do list, making a not seriously, and one I did with my not to-do list was scrolling. So every single time I get on my Facebook and I go to scroll on my news feed, I go, nope, I'm going to check my notifications. I'm going to go on my team pages and connect with my team and do a little work. And then I'm off to do something else. I will not mindlessly scroll my time feed. So little things like that, changing the way that I spend my time and just taking those little tidbits as I go along. I'm trying to just maximize my income producing activity.
Awesome.
And I received my book today. Thank you very much. I am listening to it currently on Audible, and I love having it to start my library, but I think I'm going to do like Elise does and read it and make some notes, and then definitely gift it to somebody in the future, somebody that will use it on my team. So thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. You earned it. What I found super helpful is while I'm listening to it, to actually read through it while they're talking. And that way you can highlight stuff and it doesn't like slow you down. Like you can still hear what's going on and skip ahead while they're talking and keep doing your highlights. So I feel like that was super helpful to me, to actually having the book in hand. Tonight's call is actually going to go over one of the chapters in the book. It's actually chapter 5 in that book of your first year in network marketing, which is your warm market, or they call it attacking your warm list warhead. So basically the way this works is, normally your first year in network marketing, like you're hammered with training and people are going over all this stuff with you guys, or normal companies. You have company trainings. We don't have that as a home-based business. So we have to kind of figure it out as we go along. I took 6 months to do anything. It's taken me quite a while to become for lack of a better word, better teacher, to kind of lead people rather than micromanage. It's been a tough journey. Those of you that have been with me a long time have seen the way I do things changing, and I feel like it's a much more positive way of helping everyone. Just kind of putting it out there, and if you grab it, you grab it. If you don't, hey, good luck. I feel like that's better than kind of beating people over the head. Although some people need that beat overhead, which is why we have our mentor groups and our one-on-ones and, our phone calls, and that kind of stuff can still happen. There's no shame in calling and saying, hey, listen, I know you're home. Can you, man, I hate getting a phone call in the middle of these. Sorry. Can you kind of give me a call and we can go over something because I'm stuck or I need a hand with this? Feel free to do that, guys. Message me, text me, call me, whatever, because I feel like if you're struggling with something and I have free time, it helps both of us if one of Kim or I, or even Crystal now, kind of just says, all right, let's give it 10 minutes and we'll go over some stuff. And that kind of helps move you through. So this warm list helps you with several things. First of all, your warm list is more likely to listen to you, maybe not agree with you and do what you're doing, but you will have an easier time talking to your warm list than you will to someone that's cold or a referral from someone else. You'll get hung up. This will be a little easier to kind of like go through, oh, I know this person, so if I stutter or if I get a little tongue-tied or not really sure, you're not going to worry about it. A couple of things that you have to remember while you're doing this warm list is the people that you talk to on a regular basis or people that you know. I personally have forgotten hundreds and hundreds of people in this list. As I go through this list and start looking, there's people on my Facebook that I refuse to go over. I refuse to talk to. They're on my chicken list for whatever reason. I feel in my head they're going to say no. I don't want to waste the time. You know, they can't afford it. All of this is stupidness. Like, I'm telling you guys, most of the people that I swore would never buy into it, understand how it works, or couldn't afford it, have all purchased. And most of them are on this team. It's a little crazy to me that the people that I thought would just never do it, and they are passionate about it. One of the biggest ones, Josh and Jenna Roberts. I would never talk to them about Thrive. They're all into health and fitness. Josh is a bodybuilder. I'm like, he is never going to do it. He does his supplements. He eats a certain way. Not going to happen. I just hit him one day, and I'm like, hey, I need you to try this. And he goes, okay. And I'm like, damn it. I wasted all this time. They could have been on board growing because I was chicken. So don't do that, guys. Seriously, reach out to everybody.
And the worst thing they're going to say is no.
Yeah.
And I mean, are you going to get offended if they say no? No, they just don't want your gum. They just don't want your gum right now. Just remember that. Eventually, they're going to want your gum, just not right now.
All right. Couple of things. I'm going to read through this a little bit because I don't have it memorized. Some of the people that you will forget, people in your church, doctors, lawyers, police officers, firefighters, mailman, city officials. Those are all like super common things that everyone can remember, and everyone knows some of those people in their life. A couple of other things to remember. You might want to, if you got a pen, write these down, because I unfortunately don't know if this recording is going to work. I got an email as soon as it started saying that I'm out of space, so we'll have to figure that out. But first and foremost, relatives. Relatives should be your first people to hit up. I have a ginormous family, and I have a ton of my relatives on my chicken list, and I'm hitting them up now. And I will tell you this, it's a hard fact that your relatives are probably going to be your first no fucking way. And I hate to say it, but most of them ignore me or will tell me straight out, no way am I doing that. I've been watching you do it for 3 years. Hello, stupid. I've lost a ton of weight. I'm happier. And, you know, we're all better because of it. And you've been watching, yet you tell me, no, you don't need it. You know, I don't understand people's mentality, but it's just not their time yet. I don't mean to call people stupid, but it's kind of stupid.
They're just not very smart.
Yeah, you know, parents, even your grandparents, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, like there's so many people that can benefit from this. I know most of you guys are hitting them up. Just remember, like, write them down. I hated writing until Vegas. Hated it. I felt like if I can do it on a computer, why would I bother doing it by hand? But I will tell you this, writing things makes your brain work. Writing it down makes you remember it a little better. You can read stuff, but if you write notes while you're reading, this is something I failed with in high school apparently and college. If you write notes while you're reading, you're going to remember it better. I liked highlighting and I never wrote it down, so I forgot it all. But A couple other ones. Mailman, newspaper delivery. If it's a kid, what about his parents? Do you know his parents or her parents? Your dentist, your doctor, ministers, florists, lawyers, insurance agents, your accountant, your pharmacist, your vet, or maybe optometrist. You got glasses, you got contacts, another one to hit. Don't leave people out, because if you do, I promise you, because we're all such a close-knit team, someone on this team is going to hit that person, and you're going to go, damn it, I should have told them. And it's happened to me 30 times, at least 30 times. I have my family signed up with other people on this team because I didn't tell them. That's a shitty feeling. I'll tell you that. But it was my own fault. So, man, this list is so freaking long. A couple of others. Who sold you your house? Who's your car salesman? Where do you get your tires? Who does your mufflers? Who does your transmission? Where did you buy your fishing license, your hunting license, your guns, your fishing poles, like any recreational products? Where did you buy your suits? Where do you buy your dresses? What else? Where do you get your business cards from prior to the gear store? What else? Wedding rings, RVs, bicycles, your furniture. I mean, furniture was a big one. We went into Bob's and pretty much hammered all the salesmen at Bob's. So that was a good one, even though no one signed up, but we still hammered them anyway. A couple of others. Avon people. Avon is going away slowly. Hit those people up because they understand the business model. Those people are amazing. If they love Thrive and they are kind of frustrated with Avon having a hard time keeping up product-wise, those people are going to be huge on your list. Anyone that does another MLM product, as long as it's not a competing product, you don't want to go head-to-head with people. But if they do something other, like lip sense people are awesome. You can do Thrive and lip sense at the same time. You can do any of the makeup stuff. And yes, Scentsy people.
Le-Vel.
Those people get the business model. They understand how this all works. And they come over to us and say, holy crap, this is way easier to do than what I'm doing. We've got some people that were selling LuLaRoe before they came to Thrive, and they were amazed that they didn't have to spend $1,000 to get started and have shitloads of product at their house. I didn't understand that they had to do that. Like, they literally have to buy everything first and then try and sell it. I can't even imagine. One of our promoters, and I'm not going to name any names, had their whole entire spare room with dress racks that they got from a store that closed full of leggings. A whole spare room, thousands of dollars. And if you have a bad month, that product's just sitting there. And guess what? LuLaRoe says, hey, here's some new product, and all that old stuff you have, yeah, that's old. That's outdated now. So that kind of sucks. We don't have that problem. What else? I'm going to read this one because this one it's a tough one. Do you know someone who lives next door, across the street, is your spouse's barber or hairdresser, Rick Perella? Teaches your children at school, Heidi Bavacqua? Who is the best man, usher, maid of honor, bridesmaid at your wedding? Gorgs, probably want to stay away from that one. Who is the photographer that took your wedding pictures? Who was your DJ at your wedding? Who is the purchasing agent where you work? The finance director at school? Who goes hunting or fishing with you or a spouse? Army buddies, Navy buddies, president of the PTA, frat brothers. Man, who did you go camping with? There's hundreds and hundreds of names of people. Like, literally, there's another Rick Prince. Who do you race cars with? It's literally in here, I swear. I know you already got all of them, but most of them anyway. Who upholstered your couch? That's a kind of an old one. We don't reupholster couches anymore.
No, they throw 'em away.
Who do you know at your old jobs? That's a huge one. And I will tell you this. If I would have saved all my contacts from when I used to sell cars,
Or mortgages.
we'd all be millionaires right now.
Yeah.
Like, I had hundreds and hundreds of car contacts and mortgage contacts, and I have no idea where they are. Like, I've just wasted them. So if you've got those somewhere in a book, in a file cabinet, go hunt them down. Rick, you got an unlimited number of customers, I'm sure, for over the years. Do you even contact those people? Or is it just not something that you care to mix? Rick Prince, you're muted.
Hey. Oh,
I can unmute it. There you are.
oh.
There we go. Finally.
Yeah.
Do I now ask the question again?
Do you? Oh my God!
Sorry.
Get her out of here. Do you contact your old customers and ask them about Thrive, or is that something you haven't gotten to yet, or don't care to mix, or just didn't think of it yet?
No, I haven't really contacted my old customers. My reoccurring customers, the ones that come to me yearly or whatever, I'll mention it when they come in, but I don't cold call people
No.
for anything.
Okay.
No.
Is it like a morality thing? I'm not really sure. That's all. That's the only reason I'm asking.
I'm just not into cold calls. I don't like cold calls personally, so I won't do it to other people.
Okay. All right. I understand that. I get it.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I'm kind of the same way. I used to talk to, in my last job, I used to talk to a lot of dentists on the phone, but I don't feel like I have that relationship where I can pick up the phone and say, hey, you want to buy Thrive? So what Jamie Lee suggested was send them a card, you know, with something personal and just say, hey, by the way, just want to see how you're doing, blah, 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 type of thing. And, you know, let them know what you're doing now. And it's not a cold call. You know, it's, you know,
it's a card, so that they'll either read it or they'll throw it away.
Exactly. So, yeah, she said to make it personal. So I actually went out and bought a bunch of Christmas cards, and I'm going to be working on that this week.
That might be a good one for you. Just do a Christmas card and put your Thrive card in it, or say, hey, have you heard about Thrive? You know, let me tell you about it at the end, something like that. Maybe that'll help.
Right.
Cool. I just know that you have like those businesses, so I figured I'd ask. You know, Rick Perla, you're another one. I don't know if you keep your customer information though with barbershop.
I just never even thought about that, Scott. To be honest with you, I could no. So you just mentioned it. I have all my old contacts when I was living in Orlando.
Yeah, there you go.
I just never even thought about that.
See, sometimes you just need a job.
I like that idea. I have all my old contacts from Orlando.
Perfect.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Professionals are a big one. Nurses, golf pros, students are big. I don't know if you guys have been looking at it lately, but there's been a lot of kids on the Le-Vel page, like 19 to 25, that are smashing this business, and they're still in college or right out of college, and they hit everyone they know on campus and kill it, and then all of their parents. I think that's a big one that a lot of people are missing out on, or feeling maybe they don't want to hit up someone younger because they don't really need Thrive. But I can tell you this, any of the college kids that I've seen that are thriving, man, it's so much easier for them to focus and pay attention and not, you know, pound energy drinks all night and cram for tests. So it might be a good way to kind of get into that.
Caitlin's actually already priming for that. She's been
Nice.
signing up customers. She's got several under her, and she's just waiting until she hits that 18. Bang, promoter.
That's awesome. Madeline's doing the same thing. Madeline's learning products. She's like, I'm going to be an awesome promoter. I'm like, you got years left. So she's getting ready, but paying attention, you know?
Yeah.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is a giant paragraph. I'm going to probably copy this. I'm going to show you real quick. This is all people that you can contact that you may have forgotten about in this book. I'm going to see if I can just do a copy and paste with the Kindle book. So that way you guys will have this whole section. But it's literally like real estate agents, bus drivers, soft drink distributors, air traffic controllers, interior decorators. We don't do typewriter salespeople anymore. How old is this book? Professional basketball players. Anyone know professional basketball players? Professional football players. Tool and die makers. I will tell you that one, Rick, and I know you know some. Tool and die people are awesome people to get into this because they sit at a machine all freaking day, or then go over to the computer and CAD it all up, and then go back to the machine, and they eat like crap. They drink a ton of coffee, and they live in their machine shop. Like everyone I know that owns a machine shop is ridiculously out of shape because they never leave that shop. And Thrive is an amazing resource for them. Again, late nights, it's going to help them focus. Maybe they can get out of the shop, you know, maybe they can kind of figure stuff out and have some time to themselves. Telephone people, that's another. Telephone, internet, you know, these your Comcast people, your AT&T people that are installing lines, FiOS. Those people, those guys drive around and install cable all day. They're crawling under stuff. They're climbing poles. They're, you know, on roofs. They're another great person to get on there. We hit up, what was the solar company? I don't know. We hit up a solar company in Massachusetts, and they were almost on board before we left. And I'm going to get all the emails, and that might be passed on to somebody. I think I can pass that on to one of you guys in that area. But they want the entire company to thrive because they had an employee die, and it was confirmed because he drank too many energy drinks, because he had too many double shifts. So there's a giant lawsuit happening if his family decides that he, you know, needed energy drinks to keep doing his double shifts. I don't know what the details are, but they outlawed energy drinks at this solar company. And if anyone is found drinking one, they are instantly fired. So, you know, I feel like that's coming. I feel like there's going to be a lot of lawsuits, whether they're real or garbage. I just feel like people are starting to get healthy, and they're starting to look for blame of why things happen, you know, and if we keep an eye on that, then we should be good, and we'll be able to, you know, take advantage of helping, you know, an enormous number of people, an entire company, and say, yeah, hey, we can help you, you know, get people off energy drinks, and this is how we're going to do it. It wasn't Solar City, Heidi. It was give me a second. I don't know. I can't remember. I have the emails. I will definitely hit you guys up. But someone should take care of that. Someone that can go in. They wanted me to do a presentation there. Obviously, we moved. But if it's something that someone is really going to take a lead for and step in, I will gladly help. And if I have to fly up there, then I'll fly up there. Let's do it. Let's hit them up. You know, there's 1,400 employees. That's 1,400 customers. And you know,
potential customers.
Yeah. And you know damn well that those people are going to love the product, and at least 1% to 3% of them are going to become promoters. So it could be huge. Let's see. Lack of conviction. So now you got your warm list. You're ready to talk to people. You got them all listed out. You're going to call them, but you don't know what to say, or you're not really sure what to say. And you start calling people and you sound soft. And for lack of a better word, soft is probably the worst thing you could ever do when you call someone like that, because they're going to hear it. And your first impression or their first impression of you with this product is you don't really know what you're talking about, and you're not really sure about the product. So they're going to be hands off. So be positive about your approach. Be confident, be knowledgeable, And if you're not ready, talk to one of us, talk to me, talk to Kim, talk to Crystal, talk to each other, and just say, hey, what's the best way to approach this? Get help from each other, and be confident when you call them and say, okay, here's what I need from you. I need you to set up an account, and we're going to talk about Thrive. Don't give them a, would you like to do this? They're going to say no. That's a yes or no answer. One thing that I've learned in being in sales for years and years, and it kind of, I know we don't sell Thrive, but you have to have some sales technique. One of the best things you can ever do is give people two options. Those two options are not yes and no. They are yes and yes, but give them two different ways to go about it. One thing that I've used that works really well is I'd like to set you up with a free account. Do you want to do it yourself, or can you just give me your email now? I'll do it for you. Most people will not say, no, I don't want that. I mean, of course you're going to get those people, but most people will say, I'll do it, or here's my email. I don't have time. The chances are much greater that they're going to give you their email because they don't want to deal with it, and they don't want to fight with you and say no, unless they're those people. But they're going to do it. That's one way that I found that was useful. Trying to guess of some other stuff to talk about. Do you guys have any questions on anything? Do you have any concerns about warm calls and talking to people and how to reach out or any of that stuff? Someone give me a hand if you want anything.
I just want to add something to what you were talking about, all of these different people in your life. So all of these things that you're naming off, I told you I'm listening to this book on Audible right now. It's a memory jogger. It was specifically designed to jog your memory and think of these people that you forgot about, these people that have crossed your path somewhere in your life that you forgot about. So this is a really great, and I actually, when I was hearing it yesterday, I was thinking to myself, this is great, and I can't wait to go back and listen to this and sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and write down the names that come to my mind, because I know that as he's naming all of these different professions and different people in our lives, somebody's going to pop up that I haven't thought about in years. Somebody that could possibly, be that person that's just waiting for an opportunity like this or a product like this to change their lives. But this is a memory jogger. So I love that you're going to put it out there in a PDF. I'm thinking even, I wouldn't even mind just recording it like in a video and putting it on the team page or the team thread so that you can listen to it while you write down the names that come to your mind. Do you know what I mean? I think that'd be a great exercise for someone looking for those people. That's what I'm saying. I think we should record somebody reading off all of these things so that while we're listening, we can be writing instead of reading and thinking. Do you know what I mean? Like we're listening and writing.
Absolutely.
I agree, because as you were naming off these people, I was writing down people that were jogging into my head, like actual people, not just like the name, like dentist. I wrote down my dentist name, like our delivery drivers, I wrote down their names and the companies they work for. So I totally agree with what Crystal says. I think it's a great idea.
You need to go to work and all that files.
I will do that. I will do that tomorrow, Scott. You do your copy and paste from the book, but I'll spend some time actually physically making a voice recording of reading all of those so that we can listen while we write down. I think that would be more helpful, because honestly, that's the first thing I thought when I heard it, because I'm listening to this book right now. When I heard it, I thought to myself, I've got to come back to this because I was walking the dogs while I was listening to it, when I have my pad and paper here so I can really write down names. And the book is telling you to make a list of 2,000 people. And they reach for that number because they say if we tell you to make a list of 500 people, you're going to come back with a list of 200 and go, sorry, this is all I could come up with. As opposed to make a list of 2,000 and you're like, oh God, I came up with 50, 550 or 700 or whatever you come up with. And it's literally all I could come up with. You know what? That's way better than, sorry, it's 50 is all I could come up with. So I think that would be a great tool for us all, especially right now with this promo going on with the $2 per new free account. I think that'd be a great tool to get everybody moving with new free accounts. So I will do that tomorrow. I'll put it on my to-do list.
Great job.
We should do a challenge too. We should do so.
Oh, you mean a challenge with this?
No,
memory jogger?
no, with getting emails. Not that they're doing the $2 in email. I think we should, we'll talk about that tonight, but I think that we should do an incentive for if somebody gets 50. Because that's not that.
50?
Yeah. That's.
You guys should all have 50 tomorrow. That's $100 in your pocket. Come on. Look at Pavaka, rolled her eyes. I saw it. You saw gray matter. I think 50 minimum, but I think most people can do their 100. I really think people can do 100, especially since that's going to be $200 in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. Just for getting an email address.
Maybe the first person to do 100, I'm going to match it.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
We guys think about that. You think you can do 100 if I give you cash on top of your credits that Le-Vel's giving you? Will that help out? Look at you, Sora's got all day. She's like, sure, I'll do that.
She's like, game on.
Poor Rick's like, shit, I've got 15 minutes I can waste. All right. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a great idea. First person hits 100, I'm going to match it. Done deal. With cash. That's big.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, good deal. We are still working out details of retreat and timing. Timing is weird now because we've got Vegas coming up, and then it starts getting hot as hell here. And I don't know if you guys want to be down. Don't nod your head. It gets like 100 here. You're different. I'm waiting for them.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, but these people aren't. They're going to come down here and die if we get.
Turn the heaters on before they come down.
All right, we're working on details. We didn't forget about you guys, but there will be a retreat here. I've already got the place to stay. It is 3 bedrooms, so if you double up, 6 people can come down, or 3 people with spouses. There's a pool. There is an outside patio and tiki bar. So you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna be fun.
TV.
The TV's outside. What's up, Rocco? All right, that's all I got, guys. Wanted to thank you for tuning in tonight to team meeting. We're working on a training call for this week also, so just stay tuned for that. We're gonna put that up. Kim, Crystal, and I are putting something together, and possibly with Jamie Lee, maybe Friday night.
Oh.
Friday night or Saturday?
It'd have to be Saturday, Madeline's concert.
All right, so Saturday. Jamie Lee will be down here. She's visiting, and maybe we'll do a big little training meeting and have some fun.
And for those of you that are on, if you want to just pass it down to your teams in case they're not in the main group, we're still looking for people that want accountability partners. So if you have anybody that wants that accountability partner, just let us know, and then we can put them in that list as well, because we're going to start pairing people up to their strengths and weaknesses. We figure that that's probably the best way instead of just shoving 2 people together.
How are you going to go about doing that?
There's going to be a form for everyone to fill out, and it's going to be a contract. You guys are going to be tied to each other, and
even though we're in different states?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't need to meet with each other. You can do Zoom meetings, or you can do FaceTime to talk, or whatever. So it's just basically, you guys are going to commit to whatever you want to do. Say you want to do 10 reach outs a day, and Crystal wants to do 5 reach outs today. You guys are going to make sure that you're doing everything that you say you're going to do that day. And if you don't get it done, there's going to be punishments. Because
So are you gonna pair up the lower
Yeah.
people with me so far? You know what I
What are
mean?
you
Wait, somebody's
doing?
higher in order for that, or is it equal?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna do that?
How are we
You
going
understand
to
what I'm
pair
saying?
people up?
When you pair somebody up, is that person gonna be paired up with somebody higher than you, or this equal amount?
Depends. Depends, because I have weaknesses that someone that's lower, maybe you can help me with. It doesn't really matter. We're going to read through. We have a questionnaire that's going to kind of show where you're at and what you may need help with. And this is totally optional. Like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I feel like if you got a, for lack of a better word, Thrive buddy that you can bounce ideas off of, that you can say, hey, how are you doing on your free calls? Oh, I suck today. I only did 10. Okay, well, I did 20. You're going to want to kind of compete with that person and keep each other liable, not liable, but, you know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you got it. Keep each other on track, that's all.
I'm in.
That, and, you know, say you're really strong at reaching out to strangers, but the other person isn't. Maybe you can help them come out of their shell so they're comfortable talking to people in person. So that was our thoughts behind that.
Okay.
Ryan's going to head the training up this week, I think. Hey, a smile. I got him to smile. That's good. How are you, bud?
Somewhere.
I'm good.
You were just all serious. I had to make you laugh.
I'm always serious.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys. Hopefully we will chat soon.
Were there any more questions?
Rocco out.
Rocco out. Love it. Did somebody have their hand up?
You have to laugh about that.
They did.
It's funny.
He's been waiting to say that for like half an hour, so thank you.
You're welcome. Does he like his dark picture?
Oh, he did like his dart picture. Yes.
Did you send it?
Yes, he did.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, keep in touch.
Bye-bye.